Yo, what you guys doing? I'm good. Yeah, America just concluded their election process, and Mr. Donald Trump won. Congratulations! I was never a fan of Kamala. Um, she was never seemed at at the least likable. Always gave an aura of superiority. Always gave an aura of a puppet, and like a very proud puppet at that. Not one that was just there off of circumstance, but just one that actually volunteered to be a a pawn, and was never really gave any inkling of how can I how can I put it, any inkling of purpose to do anything, any inkling of purpose to do what was right for the people, what was beneficial to the continent or to the country. So I'm very happy that Donald Trump won, even though American politics so far have have a very small impact on my everyday life, and I would assume even on the lives of my fellow South Africans, right? So from that segue, we come to our political landscape. Earlier this year, yes, the GNU thing. We all privy to that. We witnessed what was sold to us as something that would unite us, unite all the political parties, therefore uniting all the people together with many views and many ideals and many virtues to come together and strive for the the coming together of a nation that has gone through a lot, that has that has gone through the most. Been through apartheid. It's been 30 years. We still we're still taking the ngare, how can I put it? I'm gonna use the analogy of like the old this ancient, no, this traditional way of this traditional Japanese way of building houses. So what they would do, they would build the entire house without using nails or screws or whatever. They would build a wooden house without using nails, so they wouldn't nail anything down. What they would do is they would cut the wood in a specific way that once the wood is put together, it binds together, and then the structure holds just from that binding, like a puzzle. It's like they build the house like a puzzle with the wood, with the pieces of wood as puzzle pieces, right? And we've seen that kind of architecture also, or design engineering, in like there's these what can I put it, Japanese safes, right? It's like it's a safe, right? A safe where you put money in or whatever. But like there's, again, it doesn't have a door. The door doesn't have a, yeah, the door, right? Yeah, it doesn't have a door. It doesn't have a like an entrance basically, or like an opening. It operates in the same sense. You have to pull it apart. You know what I'm saying? You have to pull it apart to open it apart. To open it, you have to pull it apart. So I'm gonna use that analogy. Right now, we are still pulling apart the structure of apartheid, the structure of all the underlying turmoils and horrors and stresses that we have inherited. I myself inherited. I wasn't alive during that time, obviously. Many of us, many of us currently who are engaging in conversations around this weren't um, around during that time, so we inherited these emotions and these perspectives on life from the ones before us, our parents, our grandparents, our our elders, and they have with that they have created a very hostile outlook, not only on the oppressive whites, but like also it's a hostile perspective on themselves, perception of themselves, of the other black people and other races also. It has made a lot of people very cautious to trust, to open themselves up, to move on with life without always thinking that they're victims. I know a lot of us are not don't have that victim mentality, but it is something that cannot be excluded from the mind of the average South African that has a working understanding of the past, right? So as we are busy taking apart this structure, this big puzzle, right? We're still taking it apart. As we take it apart, there are some from the generation, and there are some from this current generation that also have had a hereditary viewpoint passed down onto them, which remains hostile in a not like hostile in a not every reactionary, not a reactionary or responsive one like ours, but like a fueling one, like a more re-establishing of the old ways. You know what I mean? Kids whose parents still mold them like how their parents molded them. You know what I mean? What kids who are still growing up racist and still believing that um whites are better, right? They are still stalling and impeding progress. The GNU, cool. I applaud it to an extent. I do believe that most of what we saw initially after like the whole thing was announced was just like theater. It was like a theater. It was a play. Everyone was just you know being extra. They were being extra conspicuous, right? Like they want to be seen for every small little thing that they do, from the getting McKenzie to the guy, the Department of Home Affairs guy, Leon Schreiber, to Dean Estes, and everyone was just you know doing the best that they can to be seen as though they're doing their best, as though they were doing their best. And yes, the majority of us fell into that little escapade, and we're like, wow. And we wanted to believe that at that point, you know, 30 years of 30 years of wanting to create this quote unquote rainbow nation was not in vain. But then what happens? Um, I don't know. GNU is like it's been like how many months now? 4 months, 6 months? I don't know. I haven't tracked it, but 6 months into the GNU, what happens? There's the Bela Act, Basic Education. Forgot LA Bela Act, comes up and it gets signed in, it gets integrated into a constitution, or it gets amended into the constitution. And then what happens? We see orange shirts and the old apartheid flag resurface right here in the capital of Pretoria, right here in Voortrekker Monument, right up here to the south of me, yeah, southeast of me, yeah. How disappointing is this? Really, how disappointing is all of this? That there's still powers that are so insecure in I don't know, there is people that are so insecure of their position, not even their position, they're insecure of themselves as a people, excuse me, as a people, that they would, go up in arms, would go up in flames just because there's a new amendment that says, um, uh, okay, they're gonna augment the language used to teach, used to augment the language used to teach, used for basic education. So we're gonna take down the Afrikaans and maybe put in English, or put the other languages in. They're gonna integrate schools more and more. Put black kids and white kids in schools. Which, bro, wasn't that the case? Right? But then, these dudes, bro, these insecure white people, bro. Like, how insecure are you? How insecure are you, my guy? Hmm? How afraid? How much of an insecure, afraid little baby are you that you would protest something that is for the benefit of the country? How insecure are you of your own capabilities that you would stun or shun? You would shun the growth of people around you. Are you so afraid of what we can achieve or what everyone else can achieve, given the same opportunities, given the same level of attention, given the same level of service? Are you so insecure? Are you such a big baby that you're afraid of what the whole country can achieve when they work together? Are you so afraid? I often have this conversation here and there with my friends. If I do have a convo about racism, I'm not really much a fan of anything, of discussing a lot of topics that have a very high opinion, or incite a lot of argumentative opinions, or like, yeah, things of that nature. But this whole racism thing, like, it irks me, bro. The level of fear that these white people have. It's funny, man. And it's crazy how they come together and they put a face, right? And then they still they come together, put a face, and then act as though they're intimidating by using state services like the police, because the police was there. From the videos that I saw, the police was there. So they had security. They had police forces. You know what I'm saying? They were moving in mass numbers, right? And it was what? It was a DA. I thought it was a DA. AfriForum, Freedom Front, and there was another one. Forgot the other one. But yeah, Gayton, bitch. Sorry. Gayton, big ass. Sorry. Gayton, big back. Mister, I'm gonna I'm gonna, take no nonsense. Was they liar? Bruh, this guy. He was also there supporting this, and they had a bunch of token black people. Obviously, they are gonna put an old gogo there, an old granny in the front, like, holding a sign. What a sign written, "King, colour the girls are on." Bruh. Just to make it seem as though the like what they're doing is for the good of everyone else. We're gonna put an old granny, bruv, an old grandma. Uh, probably just pick them up. I don't know, in the street somewhere. No disrespect. Probably did that. Offered her food because that's how they see us. It's just like, give them food. You know, tell them something nice. Sing a few songs. Khodo, Bankalagata, or whatever, and then it's all merry or whatnot. Then they sang the old apartheid anthem, sang by yours truly, Mr. Steve Hofmeyer. Bro, it's crazy, right? The level of fear, man, the level of, oh man, it's like rats. They're a bunch of rats, like a bunch of scared little rats that come out in the dark, and then when the daylight shines them, they go back inside. That's what they did. That's what they did looks like to me. A bunch of rats who just came out, to show their little claws and be like, we are here, we're gonna fight this. First of all, okay, yeah, sorry, like ADHD. When I said first of all, I just thought of like Tupac hit him up. But like yeah, man. I I Magwala, cowards, bro. Bunch of cowards, man. And what irks me the most is like, okay, it doesn't irk me. It doesn't irk me. It's disappointing. Like white white people, racist people, really really prove to me that some species or races of people are more aligned with the cosmos, with God, with the Creator than others. They move like demons, and not even demons. Demons would be an upgrade because demons have a sentient aspect to them. They move like, bro. They move like they move so lost. Like, you can see there's no connection between the higher form of creation in those people's brain, in those people's spirits. They don't even have spirits. I don't even think they have. I don't even think they have souls, because they're just like little toys that higher beings created to just play around and be whatever they can be, and then they um left, got smart, came back, and then yada yada boom boom. But that's a story for a different lifetime. It's not something I'll ever discuss in these little conversations that we have. But yeah, it just shows how devolved they are, how regressed they are as a species, how immature of a species, how young of a species they are. Because a species that has been on Earth for long enough understands the world, how the Earth moves. It understands how to be in communion with the Earth. It understands these things. But no, not those, not these people. These people are like, Joe. They're like literally they're the apes. They're the monkeys. For me, for real, white people are the monkeys, bro. Not all of them. I'm not gonna say all of them, but their species is a very young, immature, unevolved species. And fuck it, let me just say it, bro. Why am I holding back? Yeah, they are. They are, man. No matter how many times like you can try to like find like the little ones who are like, oh, whoa, you dope. Oh, whoa. Oh, dude, David Bowie. Nice. I like you, bro. Oh, Danny Kaye. Good. He's a singer. You know what I'm saying? No matter how many times you find those who like who you can befriend or whatever, there's still that thing where like, my nigga, shit, bro. You're still part of that young species of yours. And I myself right now, I'm sounding hella racist. I'm not gonna lie. I do sound racist when I speak. That's why I don't like speaking. So I don't like discussing topics like this. Because they bring out a part of me that is very protective of my people, right? That's very protective of my people, my fellow black people, my fellow Africans. It brings out a part of me that's very aggressive in speech and very vindictive in in character, right? And that goes against my creation as an African, as a melanated human being, as a being who's connected to God, the universe, the cosmos. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a higher purpose in life. There's higher vibrations in life that, you know, for a person to truly become enlightened and fully encompassed in his existence, that person does not split existence, does not categorize existence, does not um, compartmentalize existence. You get what I mean? The same way I look at a tree, I look at a bird. The same way I look at a bird, I look at a dog. The same way I look at a dog, I look at an ant. The same way I look at an ant, I look at a person. You get what I'm saying? There's no distinction. And a person who seeks enlightenment, a person who seeks knowledge, always has to. No, a person who seeks enlightenment and knowledge finds it by seeing everything as one. Hence why topics like this, I hate them, because in order to justify or stand, or in order to protect or to even speak about stuff like this, I end up having a need to protect my people, because those people, they are taking my people. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes, you get what I'm saying though. It's like they bring that element, like it's an emotional thing. I'm a human being at the end of the day, and I have connections to people that I relate to. You get what I'm saying? The same way, if someone attacks my countrymen, no matter who their person is, I'm gonna fight back because I relate to you in a way. The same way someone comes to my street where I live and says something about someone in my street, I'm gonna feel some type of way because I relate with them. I have a relation, there's a connection. Those are human instinctual characteristics that I have. Even though they are very like low vibrational. They are. They are. Because it's a low vibration to distinguish between creation, bro. And that's why, like, I say, like, those people, the racist people, if you're a racist, man, like, if you're a racist person or you're a discriminatory person in any way, any shape, form, any shape, way, or form, if you